There's boxes. I want to move them. So I don't want there. Hello. Is there anyone here? Hi. Oh, there's people. There's 2 people. Can you guys put anything in the chat? I'm not 100% sure how this works yet. We're getting there. And my webcam is significantly further down than my laptop, so I feel like I'm going to be looking down a lot. So I need to get this raised up. I feel like there's like a delay. Lesbian Ariel. First of all, love that name. Second of all, hi. This live is just trying to figure out live. This is my first live ever. It's kind of nerve-wracking, to be honest. But my lighting is like killing it, and I wash my hair, so I don't know what else I could possibly do at this point. I feel like I need to send a thing out on Twitter. I should do that. A lot of things we're learning today, I must say. But how do we like this lighting? I put oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I put like a light strip around the coffin here, the coffin bookshelf, and it's giving me vampire vibes, and I'm really here for it, to be honest. Let's copy that and share this to the rest of the people out in the world. I know there's 4 people. Hello. I'm so happy you can make it. I am tweeting this out right now to the masses, to the whole 6 people that may come and see my little live here. Oh, now there's 5, and there's a like. You guys are so nice. Literally, I've had the best day today. I gotta think real quick. I'm live, and I put all those exclamation points and some hearts, and tweeted that. So, how are you guys doing? How's life treating you? I've had a really good day today, to be honest. I've had a pretty good week. I think ever since I got better from COVID, like when you're sick, you're just like, this is the worst, and I'll never take for granted not being sick again. And then now that I'm not sick, I'm like living my best life. You know, you feel me? It's like just being able to actually breathe through my nose is like, life is good. It's literally the best. And also we got our bubbly. It's, what is this? I don't know what flavor this is, but it's really good. I think it's peach. I don't know. No, it's not peach. I don't know what that is, but it's good. I don't really have anything necessarily set for today. Today was more so a hi, like maybe ask some questions or whatever. But in the future, there'll definitely be like live makeup looks, and we'll be talking about horror movies and scary stories, things like that. And yeah, today I just wanted to say hi. First live. Congrats, Chels. Glad to be part of it. I'm so glad you're here. Honestly, Wilson Gill. You are such a supporter, and I appreciate it. I always see your comments and everything, and I just love it. Heck yes. Thank you, F. Neiman. Also, I'm literally the worst with names, so if I say your name wrong, I say everyone's name wrong, and I apologize. And also, again, look how cool this lighting is. Look how cool my skull looks. Like, in the red light, come on. I bought this light, these LED lights that like wrap, I put them around my coffin bookshelf, and it has like a million colors and different things, and I love it. It was like $20, and like everything looks so much better now. I just love it. I might need to bring this webcam down. This is a learning process, but I want to keep doing lives because like I'm already kind of, this is fun. I am a little nervous, to be honest, but whatever. Shaheem, is that how you say your name, Shaheem? You are literally Shaheem of the dead. You are literally the best. I appreciate you so much. You like and comment on like every single thing I make in the entire world. Biggest fan, MVP right there. Thank you. Oh, you have another one going on? I appreciate it. There's not a ton going on. I just got off 11-hour shift work day. Does that make sense? I just worked 11 hours and then I came home, got a shower, got some food, got comfy. I have a blanket here because I just wanted to be comfy. And I'm just chilling and talking to you guys. And if you have any questions, ask. I'm going to do this more often. I want to do at least once a week, probably a couple times a week, maybe, because I'm literally just here talking to you. So, like, I don't have to edit. I don't have to do anything other than be here. But I will actually, like, have some content for you. It won't just literally be this. I promise. I promise. Okay, good. I thought so. I mean, I thought so. I just wanted to make sure. I didn't want to disrespect your name when you're such a beautiful person. This lighting with this back here, I don't know why I didn't do this forever ago. Like, literally every YouTuber has, like, the backlight with the ring light, and I just take forever to figure things out. Like, even music, I have no music. That's the crappy thing about YouTube is, like, when you stream on any other platform, you can have music, but with YouTube, you can't. But a lot of people were like, do it on YouTube because, like, a lot of people have YouTube, and I get that. Like, they don't get on Twitch and everything else. But Twitch just looks so cool. It's, like, purple and black, and it's very aesthetically pleasing. But my people are here. So this is where I shall be. I had so many things I wanted to talk about today. Literally, I work in like a warehouse, so like I spend a lot of time in my own head. I had so many things I wanted to talk about today. And I should have made notes. Like I should have wrote them down so I could share. Other than like my day has been going great. My week's been great. I'm feeling a lot better. What else do I want to talk about? I have so many cool makeup looks that's coming up. I finally got a makeup palette that's actually like face paint. So if you watch like my stuff, like you see that I'm always putting on, just using eyeshadow for literally everything. Eyeshadow and lipstick for everything, which is fine. But I finally got like a actual palette to do looks, and I'm going to do a bunch of things. One thing is definitely gonna be Art the Clown. I think I talked about that in my last video. I love Art the Clown, and I mean it's a pretty simple look, so I can't wait to do that. And then I have a bunch of different things. Like I might recreate my It look, only better, because before it was literally just like it wasn't even like white face paint. It was like white powder face whatever I had like on a budget It, which is like okay. I mean, a lot of us are on a budget, but it's just kind of fun. I don't know. Oh, I'm the biggest zombie fan, you know. I love Rob Zombie. Oh, I'm wearing Rob Zombie. I love Rob Zombie. I cannot wait for the Monsters movie. I love the Monsters. I used to watch them all the time when I was younger. I don't really watch them much now, but I think it's just kind of like I don't know. I feel like even when you were younger, like TV was it was different because now everything you stream. So now when you go into things, you like are looking for something usually. But back when you just switched through channels, like you would just randomly find movies and things that you fell in love with, which is part of the reason I love horror so much. So I used to watch like, sorry, I'm really diverting from your question, but I would like find like sci-fi and chiller and things like that and just watch all the random movies that I could possibly find on those. And I loved it. And then I got older and we started renting them. And then I realized how much of the good stuff I was missing out because I was only seeing the TV rated stuff. And then I just got more in love with it. But to go back to your question, I'm so excited for the Monsters. Somebody asked me, or someone brought up the point somewhere, someone on Twitter, they were wondering if like how he would do it. And I hate to say, maybe I don't hate to say it, I think I'm excited for it. But I think he's gonna make it like definitely R-rated, if not like more, you know, like it's gonna be over the top, like it's Rob Zombie. Like because they were like, I wonder if it's gonna be like PG-13, if they're gonna cuss a lot, and I'm like, yeah, probably. Like, I don't know. I mean, the monsters are like so wholesome, but it's Rob Zombie and he's putting his own spin on it. And like, don't we kind of want to see the monsters being like over the top and I don't know, a little bit more than what we were given in like a TV show? I don't know. That's just my thought. Like, I just want to see him go full throttle with everything, which is why I love his stuff because I love full throttle. Like, hit that gas, like, give it to me, you know? And that's why I like Eli Roth too. He's very similar. Like he's just guts, gore. Like here is everything. Hope you're terrified. Hope you have nightmares. I mean, neither of their movies really give me nightmares. I just like them, but that's just me. So how do you guys feel about the Monsters movie? Do you guys think it's gonna be like? Do you guys think it's gonna be like R like F this F that like gore and stuff, or do you think he's gonna chill and be like PG-13? I am kind of curious. I haven't went out and like read anything about it. I just see things he posts every now and then if other people bring it up. My day has been going very well. I don't know how to say that word. Shaitan? The cult of Shaitan? I don't know. I probably subscribed to you, I'm guessing. The Holy Toe Show. I love your eyeballs. I need this moved up. I don't know who saw this, but I basically was saying that I need my laptop moved up a little bit, so like I'm seeing this, or maybe this lowered. But also like we don't want to get a double chin moment. So, and also I love seeing like my masks. So like even though it's not more on me, like my background, I spent a lot of time on this background. I want you to see it and enjoy it. Like it's to be admired, honestly. What is your favorite zombie film? My favorite zombie films are the Resident Evil franchise. Oh, like talking about actual zombie films. Honestly, I love Resident Evil. And also, I hate this, but when I was like a teenager, I was obsessed with zombie movies. I watched like every kind of zombie movie that I could get my hands on. So the older I got, the more I kind of stopped liking zombies as much. Like even The Walking Dead, like you would think I would love The Walking Dead. I love every other kind of like horror TV show, but I just couldn't get into it. I think I just overdid it as a teen. Like it just became like not my favorite thing. I just felt like every single time it was like contamination, people, which I guess every horror movie is like that, but it just became a little much for me. But if you're also, I think, is there a new Resident Evil coming out? Or maybe it's a game. Maybe both. I think there's a new Resident Evil movie coming out. I could be wrong. It's hard to name pronounce, to be honest. LOL. Well, I'm sorry. I'm also just bad at pronouncing names. Though I said that and I haven't messed one up yet, I don't think. So if I have, I apologize. Yeah. Dude, yeah, the Rob Zombie's movie is going to be a little crazy. But my favorite Rob Zombie movie, in case everyone's wondering, well, first of all, is House of Thousand Corpses, which is like, that's what everyone says. Actually, I take that back. Everyone always says The Devil's Rejects. That's like everyone's favorite. That movie is the most sadistic. Of all his movies, it's the most sadistic because House of a Thousand Corpses was so over the top that it was almost like, it was sadistic, but it was almost like too much in your face where you're like, okay, cool. Like you just put every type of horror movie together, which is why I personally love it. But I feel like the common fan or whatever, the common folk, they love The Devil's Rejects because it's so much more realistic. Like just like people that are traveling, like grab people in a motel and then are just like literally psychopaths. Like that's way more scary than House of a Thousand Corpses. But I do love House of a Thousand Corpses and I love Rob Zombie's Halloween. Sorry about it. I love it. It's amazing. Thank you. You love my background. It's beautiful as hell. I know the lighting just kills it, honestly. Day of the Dead on Sci-Fi is pretty fun. Is it like the movie Day of the Dead or is it a show? Is it something new? Good job. Thank you. New movie for RE is fun. Are you on the Slasher app? What is the Slasher app? I am not, and I need to know what this is right now because I feel like I need to be on it. Oh yeah, 31 Lords of Salem. They really are. I was about to say they're so underrated. They really are. Like nobody talks about them. I would say 31 I absolutely love. I mean, first of all, they're almost like all like clown type people, whatever, killer clowns. Like it's like the ultimate movie for that. And then Lords of Salem, I will say the ending gets really artsy and like probably the last like few minutes I'm like what is going on, but the rest of it is really good. Sorry, I'm like about to burp, but I'm like live so I don't want to burp. Interesting. Someone's message is restricted and I don't know why it's restricted, but I don't want to find out. Maybe I do want to find out. I don't know. Walking Dead, I've stuck with The Walking Dead for 11 years now from start to finish. And with all of these Walking Dead spin-offs, I'm personally ready to move on from zombie genre. I feel like I've seen it all. That's how I feel too. Like I used to have zombie posters, like actual zombie movie posters on my walls. And like, I don't know, I was just obsessed with zombies. And then it was just like, we get it. They're infected. You kill them. It's never ending. Eventually, you run out of food, supplies. Someone gets bitten. It's always someone's loved one. They always turn on them, or they'll keep it a secret from the rest of the group because they don't want to kill them. And it's like, The greater good, Karen, like Jesus. Like, don't you care about anybody? Oh my god, my sound's on for my phone. And it's not even like a text message from like someone that cares about me. It's my work telling me that there's more shifts available. Well, guess what? I'm good. I have to work tomorrow. I don't need any more shifts. Thank you. Oh, it's a show. That was from. I have literally no brain memory. Oh, Day of the Dead. I haven't seen the show. I should look that up. I need more horror shows to watch. I feel like with horror shows, there's literally like AHS. Nowadays there's more because there's Chucky. I haven't seen that. I need to watch it. There's Slasher is so good. They have the first 3 seasons on Netflix and then the new one on Shudder. I think all of the Slasher is finally out, which is what I've been waiting for. I hate watching stuff like week by week because I either just forget what happens, I don't care about it anymore. Like I like binge watching. Like I have 3 days off every week. I just want to take a day, binge watch a show or whatever, and be done with it. I just want to watch it like a long movie. That's how I feel. I wanted to go to the movies, but I have no friends. It really sucks. Dude, I feel that. But honestly, go by yourself. It's really like doing things by yourself is so there's a word in my head that I want to say, but I can't think of what that word is. It's so liberating. That's the word. It's so liberating to just be like, fuck it, I want to do this. And if no one else around me wants to do it, that's fine. So I'm gonna go by myself, go there, get you a drink, get you a popcorn or Sour Patch Kids, whatever you like, and go to whatever seat you like. You don't have to worry about anyone else. You don't have to worry about them getting snacks. You don't have to worry about them having to go pee or being on their cell phone. You can pick your seat. Like, it's very liberating. Like, go live your best life. Go watch your movies. Enjoy. Richard Brake is so creepy in 30. Yes, he is. In 31. Sorry, I didn't finish my thing. He like was the best person for that character. It's not even funny. And the beginning, okay, I do love the beginning of 31. It is kind of artsy, but like in the best creepy way where he's just talking. I think he's talking to someone, but there's like obviously a camera there seeing him and he's talking about like life and death and it's just creepy and it's like black and white and I love that. That's what really like brought me into the movie right in the beginning. Honestly. Goth Princess is rocking it. I appreciate you. No makeup, live my best life. I just get a shower and I wash my hair for you guys, so you're welcome. It was up in a bun. It was in that same bun that I took a picture like a day ago in. But I've been working and I like sweat a lot at work and I just didn't want to deal with my hair. But I did want to wash it for my live, you know. Hi, Chelsea. Sorry I'm late. That's okay, Daniel. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate it. We've been talking about zombies, Rob Zombie, horror movies, as you would probably suspect, and my beautiful lighting, which I'll keep bringing up because I'm very happy with it. I really thought putting these lights on would be so hard, but I literally, like, they come on, like, a spool, and they have, like already sticky stuff to them, and you literally just take the, like, clear piece off to, like, take the so it can be sticky. You know what I'm talking about. When you take things apart to make it sticky. And I just like literally went down it and it took like 10 minutes, if that. It was so quick. Watch Bingo Hell. He's in that too. Someone told me that on Twitter. It might have been you. I started it the other day, but honestly, I was like cleaning and stuff. I don't know why I even turned it on because there was no way I could actually watch it. But I did see his character and there was just something about his face. Like he's like this skinny, tall guy, and it's just like his smile is just like sinister. Literally. Like his smile is sinister, and I do love it. It's cool. I honestly don't know many movies that he's in other than 31 and then this bingo hell. But some of those old people, I watched like the first few minutes until I got like distracted. And some of those old people were just like funny as hell. Like they just did not care. They were living their best life. I'm like, this is literally what I want to be when I'm their age. It's just like living their best life. Now maybe you watch that and you're like, they're literally not living their best life. Like, sorry. I'm so thirsty. I've been talking so much. Just today. I've been on one today. Like I've been talking everyone's ear off today and I've been so excited to do this live. And then I got here and I'm like a little nervous and I'm like, I've literally been nonstop all day until I got here and now I'm live. Oh my gosh, I've been rambling for 19 minutes already. That's crazy. I have 8 people here and 8 likes. You guys are so nice. I appreciate it so much. I wasn't sure how many people would actually show to my live. because there's not like a lot going on here, but just enough to see how things work, because I don't know. Joe just stopped by to say hello. Hello, Joe. Thank you so much for stopping by. You're doing great. I appreciate you. Hi there. Bleeding Green. Bleeding Green. I don't know. I love that name. I like her. Thank you. I washed it for you. Just trying to, and I brushed my teeth. I actually had wings earlier, and I was like, I gotta brush my teeth before I jump on live because I just had like barbecue wings, and they were the bomb. They were so good. But after working a long, hard day, I needed wings and my bubbly, of course. Oh, man, guys, today's been a rough day. I mean, it's been a good day, but it's been a rough day. I had so many things. I should have taken notes of all the things I want to talk about, honestly. What other movies are coming out? I'm really excited to watch the Chucky series. Has anybody, without giving spoilers, has anybody else watched the Chucky series yet? And what are your thoughts on it? Because I'm really curious. Is the Chucky doll, like, I haven't looked at anything yet because I hate spoilers. Like, I don't even watch trailers. And then sometimes you guys talk about movies that haven't come out yet, but the trailer's out. And I have literally no idea what you're talking about because I don't watch them. I want to go in blind as a bat, honestly. House of a Thousand Corpses, that's one of my favorites. It's literally one of the best movies ever. And then, yes, Incredible. I am guessing that's about the Chucky series. I definitely need to check it out. Does it have anything to do with the new Chucky movie, or is it like, or even the old Chucky movies, or is it its own whole thing? I feel like it's its own whole thing. The new Chucky doll just was not it for me. Like, the new Chucky movie was really good, actually, like way better than I expected, but the doll was like, it was just too weird for me. And not like a creepy good way, but like a bad creepy way. I'm like, I'm not terrified of this doll at all. But it had I do have to Google this. You guys know I'm just a Googling machine because I never know what anything is or called. Let me Google the chick that played in the Chucky movie, like the newer movie. You guys probably already know who I'm talking about. Oh my god, she's not even. I was hesitant because Chucky was on USA and Sci-Fi, but they didn't hold back. Continue entire franchise. It's okay, nothing like the movie. Gotcha. I wasn't sure. Is her name Aubrey Plaza? Aubrey Plaza. Jesus. Can I just type? Aubrey Plaza. I love Aubrey Plaza. Yeah, it is. Dude, the first time I ever saw her was on an episode of Criminal Minds, and she was amazing. And then I guess she is on Parks and Recs. I've never watched that show, but I've literally like seen the remake, sorry. I was talking about the remake because I was talking about Aubrey Plaza. I love this woman. She's so funny. There's like TikToks, whatever, like sounds like her talking, and she's just so funny and just does not care. I watched a few episodes of Chucky. I really enjoyed it. I still need to check out the rest of the series. Yes, I need to get on it. You know what's funny is I only like obviously I know what Chucky is, and I've seen a couple of movies like here and there, mainly The Bride of Chucky because that's like, gay icon, love it. And so I watched that one, but like earlier this year or last year, I went through and watched all of the Chucky movies except for like the last two, honestly, because then I kind of was like bored of it. But I didn't realize like how good the first two movies were. I don't know. I didn't really get into it until later on, which is a lot of my horror stuff. Because when people talk about horror, they're always like, oh, like, well, I did like Friday the 13th, even like the old like the original Halloween. Like I didn't even see that until like a few years ago when like I got kind of into horror myself. Like I literally only watched whatever Sci-Fi and Chiller was giving me or new movies that came out in the early 2000s with like my parents or like 2010s. So a lot of people like are like, oh, you have a whole horror channel and you haven't seen like this from the 80s or that from the 80s. And I'm like, no, I need to, but I haven't. Like I live on 2000s horror. Like I just love it. It's my favorite thing. I'm missing all these. I keep talking. I've watched every episode of the new Chucky. It's actually pretty good. It's definitely made for these new times, if you know what I mean. I do know what you mean. It's soft as fuck compared to when we were kids. I love that. Aubrey Plaza is bae as hell. Boy, you're telling me. I love her, dude. She's like hot and funny and just a good actress. Like, Can she just be putting everything, honestly? But what I was gonna say is I'm gonna start watching Parks and Recs just because of her. Like a lot of the like soundbite clips things are from that show, and I just need to watch her in it because she's hilarious. I see your DM on Twitter for you to check later. Thank you, Princess Unicorn Nipples. I love that. I love that name so much. Curse and Call are good. Darker tone. Yeah, those are two I think I haven't seen yet. I think that's what. Yeah. Audrey Plaza, is it Audrey, not Aubrey? Am I saying it wrong? Hey, how do you like Natural Born Killers? I'm so glad you asked because I was going to talk about this and I forgot. Dude, that movie is the definition of wild. It was wild and I loved it. I watched the uncut version. I don't know what the cut version is because I haven't seen it. I only watched the uncut version. Her dad is wild. I was like, what? The stuff they were saying was so crazy, dude. I was like, oh my God. And he was talking about like, I mean, I can't even go into any kind of detail because it's just insane. But when he was talking at the dinner table, and the fact that it was like this, I honestly don't know if this is the correct reference, but like this I Love Lucy, like fun little sitcom like thing. And he's like talking about like the worst acts like anybody could do to their child was insane. But like obviously, or honestly, it was like super clever in the way it was made. I did appreciate that because it was like the worst things that could happen to somebody, but they put like this super happy smiley tone over it. And I'm like, this is like fucked up. But once it got past that part, I felt better. And sorry, I don't want to give away like any spoilers or anything, so I'm sorry. I'm gonna try not to. But yeah, and then they're like the way they I don't know, the way they edited, whoever edited that, like I feel like they were on acid. I mean, I get it was actually like intentional, but it's just so funny. Rodney Danger, like I can say his name, Dangerfield. Definitely a different role for him. Yeah, it really was. Fast Tech. Yes, that movie is a masterpiece. It really is. And people suggested some other movies that were kind of similar or gave them some of the same like effects. And I need to check them out too because I'm sure they'll be a fun time. And then it had I'm going to say his name wrong, so I'm going to look it up. And then when I say his name, you're going to be like, you had to look his name up? Yes. Before I say it, because my brain's not working. Robert Downey Jr. Okay, I had it right in my head, but I was like, I'm going to say this and it's not going to come out right. Robert Downey Jr., I know he played the smallest role, but like I'm a simp for Iron Man, so the fact that he was even in the movie made me so happy, and his character was hilarious. This was one of those movies where it was really messed up and dark, but at the same time, it had like the funniest tones and just the right spots. It's like I honestly would say it's like a horror comedy action film. It's literally someone said it's Bonnie and Clyde on acid, and that's the truth. You want to see Bonnie and Clyde on acid, go watch that movie. Best love story ever. I mean, they really were made for each other. Like literally. Well written by Tarantino. Yes, it was, and directed by Stone. I'm sure acid and cocaine were involved in filmmaking. Yes, and they got the good stuff. Let me tell you. I love Natural Born Killers. That's one of my favorite movies. The music is great also. Yes. Dude, that movie was like giving me goosebumps. I don't know why. It was just all so cool. And even like the clip scenes, which in my mind by clip scenes, I mean the scenes that weren't like part of the movie, that were from other just like things kind of on the internet, it felt like that they put in there were so perfectly chosen. Like even when I was watching it, like from someone who makes my videos aren't like amazing, but I make videos, and as someone who actually sits down and edits, I'm like, it's just insane how they went and like found, I don't know, they did a good job. Sorry, that was a lot to get around the corner, but I'm just like, it's crazy to me when it's like, who thought of putting this exact clip in this exact spot and like just a banger every single time? Like, genius. Lady Spookaria. Me doing all these names. I'm sorry. Hello. I appreciate you stopping by so much. Thank you. And Tommy Lee Jones plays the warden. Oh my gosh, I know. Yes. He really, I think I put that on Twitter, or maybe I was going to, I don't know, but he killed that role. Like, it wasn't the biggest role in the world, but he did such a good job. And like his voice, I don't know, it made me want to just go binge watch his movies, honestly. I mean, I didn't, but it made me want to. I don't know. He does so many good movies. I love it. Yeah, the cast in that movie is amazing. It is. It's just from top to bottom. It's just wild. Like that's all I can say about it. I don't know. It's just a crazy time. I just want to watch it again. Someone said they've watched it like I don't know how many times, countless amount of times, and every time they find or see like new scenes that they didn't notice before. And I'm like, I could see that. It was going by so fast. It was weird. You watch the unrated. You get his death scene. Yes. Sorry, anybody who did not want to hear that, but you don't know who he is, so I won't elaborate. I don't know. I never know what to say. I don't want to spoil anything for anyone. Though this movie's from the 90s. I mean, if you haven't seen it yet, go watch it. But yeah, I did. That ending was kind of funny. I was kind of laughing. Sorry. I think I said this the other day in a video too. Is like the more about stuff a movie is, it's almost like more funny because I don't know. Maybe I'm just like I don't know. I laugh at trauma, I guess. Oh, I'm sorry, dude. You're good. I ruin stuff for people all the time, and I'm not saying. And you just said he. It's fine. I don't know. I don't know what. I don't know if it's ruining something or not. I never know. Oh, I usually put like spoiler alerts, but I'm live, so I can't like be like spoiler alert. You know. Tony the Lone Rider Smith, you're weird. I literally am. That's literally my whole gimmick here. Like, yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. You know what's funny? I've been posting shorts. First of all, if you are a YouTube creator, post shorts because it gets so much traffic to your channel and people seeing your channel that you wouldn't usually. And I've seen so many people that are like commenting my stuff like cringe, this is cringy, da da da. And it's like, yeah, um, I mean, I literally am a 26-year-old that puts on makeup and dresses up and lip syncs to TikToks. Like, TikTok is inherently cringy. So if you're finding it cringy, I think everyone kind of is. But it's like, do you find it funny or do you find it entertaining? Because that's the real thing. Everyone kind of finds TikToks cringy. Like, that's why people love them. Like, it's fun. It's Tony from Twitter, LOL. Hello, Tony for Twitter. I love that you think I'm weird. I appreciate it. Wouldn't follow her if she wasn't weird. Exactly. This is like this right here is like the weird friend group at school, and you're just like, can't wait to go to lunch so you can talk about horror movies and random shit. That's what this is. Nah, you're awesome and love your makeup. I appreciate that a lot. I wasn't sure at first when like I first of all, I made this channel in April next year. It'll be 2 years that I had this channel, which is crazy. I don't have like a ton of videos up like that are still up because a lot of them I ended up like privating or getting rid of. But it's I love that so many people are here for like the makeup and horror because it's really hard for me to like niche down to just horror or just makeup. Like it's just so boring to me to just watch or listen to one thing. Like I like a bunch of things going on at once. I don't know. It just makes me feel better and more complete. So I don't know if you guys feel the same, but I think it'll really be cool to do the actual like horror makeup more so. I mean, I do like goth makeup and stuff most of the time, but to actually like recreate the characters from different things with the makeup I have would be really cool. How well it'll turn out, not sure, but we shall see. Anything else? What have you guys watched lately that you like was actually I don't know, what's something you watched lately that surprised you? I have to say I watched Slumber Party Massacre from 2021, the new one. Sorry, I need a drink. And that movie, it's definitely modern horror where, it always like I feel like all modern horror has to have some kind of like political spin to it or something, which is fine. I don't really care. But the eye candy in that movie, was good. And I love the spin they put on it. So, not to ruin it for anyone, I won't like give like what happens, whatever. But there are some slow-mos, and I love because Slumber Party Massacre like is very much like basically like girls that are like stripped down to like almost nothing because like they're at a sleepover, da da da. Well, this one is like guys. I mean, there are girls like main characters, but there's guys there as well, and they do like slow mos on this one guy in the shower, and it's a good scene first of all, but also I just love that it's just funny because it's almost like a trope on how There's always a naked woman in the shower during horror movies. So I love that they did like the twist with the guy. It's just funny. And also, it was just good to watch, honestly. But that was just me. Did you like the new Paranormal Activity? I did. I liked it. I thought it was good. But I went in with literally no expectations. I went in thinking this is going to be the dumbest movie I ever saw, and I liked it. I thought it was a good like twist, and I don't know. I know I've said this a million times. I love the slow-mos. I wasn't expecting them. And if you don't like found footage films, like this is a film you can watch and not be like want to throw up. You know what I mean? It's not like the Blair Witch Project where you're like running and everything, which also I love that. I mean, it makes sense. But I love that they actually had a lot of times where like the camera was sitting or where they did like the slow-mo effect. That was so cool. I don't want to give away, but yeah, if you haven't seen that, go watch it. But go in not expecting much. I go into every movie not expecting much because if you go in with high hopes, you're kind of let down. Which I'm gonna read these and then I'm gonna talk about a movie that I was kind of let down and people are gonna clutch their pearls. I noticed the shelf is shaped like a casket. It is. I had it built for me. I've always wanted a coffin-shaped bookshelf. Well, there's no books, just movies and random stuff. But I had a family member build it for me, and I love it so much. It's my favorite thing. I'll have it my whole life. Yes, SPM was so awesome. Twisty as hell. Spider-Man. Since I hate most MCU movies, I need to watch the new Spider-Man. Oh my gosh. I follow Marvel and like all these movie things on Twitter, and I have been dodging left and right to not see any spoilers. And I'm like, I need to see this movie, but I need to stream. Like, I don't go to movies, and not even because of COVID. I mean, because of COVID, but also I just don't leave my house. Like, this is where I live. This is my home, unless I have to go to work to make money to afford my house and the stuff inside of it. I just never go anywhere. The shower scene. It was good. We needed that. I watched The Conjuring 3 on Sunday. That was fantastic. I really enjoyed it. I love The Conjuring 3. I would say I said something at the top that I was going to get back to, and it's already out of my mind, so I apologize. When it comes back, though, I'll tell you. The Conjuring 3, I loved it. I've watched it probably 5 times now. Some people didn't like it. Well, I guess on Twitter, there's always some people that don't like certain movies, but I loved it. I especially loved when they were getting the other like sheriffs to like help them, and she's like, I'll help you with the case, and then she goes out in the woods and like helps them with the case. I don't know. I always love those parts, which is why I love like Marvel and DC and stuff. I love those parts when they're like the humans, the people, they're like, you can't do this. And then they like are able to do it because they have like powers or some kind of intuition or something. And they like kind of show off. Like those are always my favorite things. I've always loved that. Even like I used to watch like the Superman and Batman cartoons and I'm like, they're so cool. I love that stuff. Congrats on your first live. Thank you. Thank you. House life baby for real. I posted something about like what people stream and a lot of people are like I only have like one or two and I'm like bro I pay annually for so many streaming services and I have like Cinema which is like a free streaming thing that you can put on like a Fire Stick but it's just they don't always work like sometimes and sometimes you'll go to the movie you search and it'll be like random stuff that people uploaded and not the actual movie so like I pay for all the streaming services. I mean, I pay annual, so I save money. But especially if you like Shudder, oh my gosh, Shudder has some of the best stuff right now. And it's already been almost 40 minutes. Like, that's crazy. It's like $57 for an entire year. Like, that's crazy. Like, if you love horror, I mean, it's worth it, honestly. Not that this is promoted. I wish. Like, I'll know I made it when Shudder wants to actually be, like, sponsored on my channel. That'd be amazing. That's like a dream come true. Then it'd be like Possessed by Horror. I feel like do any of you watch Possessed by Horror? I feel like you do. She reviews horror movies and stuff. I love her channel. I love her. I'm trying to think about what I said I would come back to. I knew that was gonna happen. I should have just went to it. But I didn't want to ignore anyone's comments. I want to see Elizabeth Olsen get her own solo a Wanda Maximoff Scarlet Witch movie. I'm really hoping she does. WandaVision was awesome, but I would still love a solo movie of her own. I agree, because even her show was really good. It was really well done, but I don't know. I just feel bad for her. Like, she's been through a lot and she needs like a win. Like, even that wasn't even really a win for her. Like, I feel like it just put her more down in the trenches. Like, I just felt bad for her. And she's one of like the strongest characters, like mentally and physically. And it's just sad. But it was really interesting to see. Sorry. This bubbly is getting me. It was really interesting to kind of see though, like basically what would happen if someone with her type of powers basically had a mental breakdown. That's like basically what we saw. And I don't know, that was kind of interesting. But anytime there's any kind of like mental health aspect to anything, I'm here for it. Which is why I still stand that I love Iron Man 3. I love Iron Man 3. It gets a lot of hate, but it's really good. I love seeing like a strong character struggle with some mental illnesses because fucking same. Okay, moving on. But yeah, I do hope Wanda gets her own thing. I feel like after the end of WandaVision, like we definitely will see something because she looks like a bad bitch. She's ready to go. I have cinema also, but watch Spider-Man on a website on Fire Stick. Oh, the new one? You should hit me up on Twitter and let me know what that is. So that I actually have it saved. I watch Shudder constantly. I love In Search of the Darkness. Dude, Shudder is the best. In Search of the Darkness. Which is that? I'm just gonna Google it because I'm not sure. And I might even have seen it. I just don't remember. I feel like this is so quiet. Oh, wait. An exploration of 80s horror movies through the perspective of the actors, directors, producers, and SFX craftspeople who made them and their impact on contemporary cinema. I haven't watched that, but that would be really good. I mean, 80s horror really like changed the game. I mean, that's still what people love. And then you just keep having like remakes and stuff. I mean, we have newer franchises and stuff that people love, but obviously like 80s, 70s and 80s horror is like the horror. I must say. But yeah, Shudder's the best. She may be the villain in New Doctor Strange. Oh, that would be a good twist. I can't wait to see the new Doctor Strange. I watched when my first week of COVID leave, I watched Marvel movies the entire week and I was loving it. And I rewatched Doctor Strange for the first time in a long time. Actually, for the first time since the first time I watched it. I like Doctor Strange. I just like I don't connect with him as much. I don't know. But I like his story and the movie is really good. Oh, I watched Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi is freaking good. I didn't know how I'd feel going into it because I never even heard of the character, and I've heard of pretty much all these characters. But I went into that movie and it was good. And a lot of people said it was good, so I went in with high hopes and still enjoyed it, which is good. Oh, there's like a tab in my head that's open that I want to talk about something. Kudos to your first chat, Chelsea. I appreciate it. And may you have many, many more. I'm hoping so. This is actually pretty fun. And now that I'm like doing it, I feel way better. I am gonna move this down a little bit because like whatever, it's fine. But we'll get things figured out as we go. There's two of them working on the third. My favorite period of horror is the 1980s. Yeah, I feel like it's a lot of people's favorite because it's just so many classics and so many bangers. Mine's the early 2000s, but it's more so because that's what I grew up with, which also I feel like is a lot of people. It's like what they grew up with, whether their parents watched it or they watched it. And again, I don't really have anyone in my family or friends or anybody that really is like into horror movies. Like I just started watching them on sci-fi. I love sci-fi or loved sci-fi. I don't watch it as much. Shout out Midnight Video. Thank you, thank you. Shang-Chi was amazing. Hopefully I spelled that right. I think so, but I don't even know. Honestly. I'm always Google checking everything. Even if I'm like making a tweet, I'm like, let me just put this in Google real quick and make sure there's nothing wrong. And I still have the time or misspelling things. You know what I found on Twitter the other day? This should be a crime. This should be illegal. On Twitter, they have a paid service. I found this because I was trying to go through all their settings, whatever. They have a paid service where if you pay them like $2 or $3 a month, maybe it's more than that, you have an edit button. This is why these bitches never gave us an edit button, is because they want you to pay for it. And I'm not paying you $2 to $3 for an edit button when it's free on every other platform. I'll just make mistakes and do my little, like this asterisk, whatever, as a comment, or just delete it and redo it. I'm not paying these bitches money because I can't spell. Like, that's stupid. I'd rather put that money toward Hooked on Phonics. Are you kidding me? That's so dumb. The Sci-Fi Channel was great back in the day. It was. I don't even know how, yeah. Like I said, nowadays you stream everything, so it's like, whatever. I don't know why all 3 Spider-Man films have the word home. Oh my god. Me either. I literally never, like, the new one came out or is coming out, and I'm like, everything is like far away, or like something far away from home, or home this, home that. Like, just make a Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 2, and Spider-Man freaking 3. Like, it is, and it's so annoying. Like, whose choice was this? It annoys me, and I never even know what movie it is half the time. Like, for a while, I thought the first 2 Spider-Man movies were the same movie. And I was like, didn't this come out last year? I'm so glad you brought that up, honestly. It's ridiculous. That also should be illegal. And also, never mind. I just can get into so many things that should be illegal. Yes, this live has been a lot of fun being a part of, despite me coming in and out of the stream for a tiny bit to watch another simultaneously. I get that, though. I do the same thing with people. I appreciate that 9 of you are here. I was expecting like 4 or 5, because it's like so many people are like, oh yeah, I want to do this, but then you have your life, you have shows, you have movies, you have other streams. There are so many other people in the world to be giving your attention to. So the fact that 9 people in the world care enough to be here with me for 46 minutes, like, shout out to your family. Like, we love you. By we, I just mean me and my personalities. If I wish, I didn't finish reading this. I wish there were 2 of me to do this. I feel that. I wish there were like 5 of me sometimes. But also that'd be a lot. There'd be a lot going on. If you dig horror short films, we got some for you. Midnight Video. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing. If y'all want to go see some short horror films, check out Midnight Video. I haven't checked it out yet, so I don't really know what it's about. But after this, I'm going to go check it out. I use the delete button on Twitter a lot. Me too. Because my hands don't like to type, but my brain tells it to type. Me too. And also, I talk a mile a minute. I think a mile a minute. And I try to type a mile a minute. And half the time, the words just come out crazy because my phone doesn't even know what I'm trying to say. So it's like crown box, stone, sun, February. And I'm like, that's not what I was trying to say. So no. And I always, not always, but when I'm like really like into something, which obviously I just get really into things pretty quickly, and I want to tweet it, and I'm like, da 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 da, and I'll send, and then it's like, makes no sense. And I'm like, delete. And then I feel bad too, because sometimes people like or comment on it. And then I'm like, oh, I feel bad. I'm sorry, but I have to correct this. And I'm not paying Twitter any money. Just saying. Well, you are cool and beautiful. Tony, you're cool and beautiful, and I appreciate you. I agree with you on Twitter Blue. That's what it is, Twitter Blue. I'm like, they don't even promote it because they know it's scummy. Maybe they do promote it. Maybe I just ignore the promotes. I would never pay for that. I'm happy to be here with you. I appreciate that. We have to stand against Twitter. I mean, I love Twitter, but also like, get out of here trying to get money. I'm very familiar with the delete button on Twitter. Aw, thanks. You guys are great. You guys have been the best. I appreciate it. I'm going to hang out here until we hit an hour, and then I'm actually going to go head to bed because tomorrow is my Friday, and I work 11 hours, but that's okay. I'm just happy, honestly, not really to be back at my work per se, but I am happy to be able to go back to work and feeling better. This has been a lot of fun. And this is just a live with me having really nothing to actually talk about, but still somehow talking for almost an hour. So imagine if I actually had content planned. That'd be exciting. I'm trying to think what else I watched. I just watched so many movies. Oh my gosh, and I watched Infinity War and Endgame again for the millionth time. I love those movies so much. I love all of the like Marvel movies separately, and when they come together, it's like your friends come together. It's like game night. You know what I mean? Like anytime you have two worlds like collide, like a mashup, it makes me so happy. It's like, oh, my friends are friends. That's how I always feel. But I also like have no life, so I get really into shows and movies, as you guys can tell on my Twitter, because I don't know, they just like after so many seasons, especially of a TV show like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, like that, those are my friends, those are my family. Like I have slayed numerous vampires with them in my mind. That's how I feel about that. I usually comment on your stuff a couple times a day. I appreciate that. You are the content. I'm gonna get a shirt that says "I am the content." I'm just kidding. That's funny. I love that. Oh man, my throat is so dry. I should have drank more water today. I should have had actual water, not just bubbly. Bubbly needs to promote me. Like, hello. And this, I don't know. How's the picture like quality on this? I have a and the sound. Let me know how all of this sounds to you. I bought a Yeti Nano mic. Yo, I like went in for the stream. I bought, I don't even know what, Logitech, I think, a Logitech camera. I can't use my Canon camera to stream. You want to hear some bullshit? Let me get a drink for this. So I bought a Canon G7X Mark II. I know that because I Googled this bitch numerous times. And I bought this in February. At that time, the Mark III, which is the next generation, had been out. But everyone was like, oh, the Mark II is pretty much similar. It's just not as like new, basically. All the vloggers use it. All the vlog girls use it. And I was like, oh, I'm a vlog girl. Not really, but you know. And so I got the Mark II. And I didn't plan on streaming because, I don't know, I didn't think this was like a thing. And it's actually fun. I like it, so I'm going to keep doing it. So we were Googling, by we, I mean my husband, who's also my IT man here. We were Googling all these things. The Mark III camera, the next generation that I could have bought and was only like an extra $100, streams directly to YouTube through the freaking camera. I was like, of course it does. Of course it does. I mean, this stuff wasn't that much and I don't really mind, but it's like, if I would have known that at the time, I would have just bought the upgraded camera instead of this camera. Like you literally can, there's like a settings. You like connect to your Wi-Fi, go to the YouTube, connect your YouTube through the Wi-Fi and stream. And I had to buy all this extra shit, which is fine, but it's just funny. Sorry, I was going on a whole ass rant. You are the content. I appreciate. Oh my god, there was a hair. It scared me. That was a bug. I see there. Oh, my cat moved. Sorry, I will read these. My first like handful of videos, I literally like my cats and just everything kept scaring me, and I'd like jump, especially paranormal videos. If you talk about the paranormal, shit happens. Me talking about it right now, something's gonna happen. Not like bad, just something in general. Always does, always, like without fail. I see they're doing a new Buffy comic with a new Slayer who will be the daughter of Willow. What? I hope that I want to be a comic girl. I love like I've had comics and I've like read comics, but like just reading in general just does not keep my attention. Like I like TV because then I can do stuff with my hands while I'm like watching it or listening to it, whatever. So I hope this becomes a TV show or a movie, which it probably won't, but I wish it would. No, you should. You are what? You're drinking, which is bubbly. Oh, that was cute and funny, and I appreciate it. I say that a lot. I say I appreciate you a lot, and I say it a lot at work. And one time, and everyone's like, "Oh, thank you," like whatever. I say it because like I mean it. Like I appreciate you. Like I don't know. It's like endearing. And this guy was like, "What do you appreciate about me?" And he was like a nice guy. He was like a weird guy. Like the way I said that came off weird. But he was like, "What do you appreciate about me?" And I was just like, "Oh, the way you do your job and like being nice." And he was just kind of like, I don't know. He was like put off by it. Like he was like the only person in the world that was put off by me saying I appreciate you. So ever since then, I've been like kind of like weird about saying it because I'm like, is this like offensive? I don't know. I didn't think it was offensive. I thought it was nice. Maybe it's because I say it so much, but I don't know. I just like saying it. Sorry about it. Lucky guy. He is a lucky guy. My pleasure, LOL. Y'all have been so nice. I only have 4 people left. Y'all were like, girl, you're ranting. You're about to leave. You know, I had to get my rants out. I need to start. I'm going to start on notes. and I'm going to take notes about all the things that I want to rant about, because we will be talking about horror and makeup in here. But you know what? Some of these lives are just going to be me ranting about stupid shit, like Twitter trying to charge me to do fucking edits to my own tweets, which is ridiculous and annoying, and that offends me, I will say. Honestly. Oh, man. So, I don't know what else to talk about at this point, honestly. I'm just glad all of you guys showed up and commented and actually, like, engaged. I was also worried that people would come and just, like, watch and not engage. And I would just be here like, I need to figure out my music situation. So, like, Amazon, what? Oh, I'm just trapped in this world of Amazon. YouTube, they have, like, YouTube, like, music that you can, like, listen to that's, like, not copyright or whatever. But I feel like it's just like beats and stuff. But honestly, even having that in the background would be good. So I need to figure out how to do that. And hell, I might even just like put something on my phone and put it on here. So yeah, next time we'll figure that out. I love that you are a Rob Zombie fan. He gets so much hate. Right. And he's a good person. Okay, I won't say, oh God, it's like a blasphemy to say someone's a good person, because I don't know every aspect of his life and everything he's ever done his whole life. But he seems like a good person. Like, first of all, I know everyone gives Sherry Moon Zombie lots of hate. Is she the best actress in the world? Not the best in the world, but she's not bad. She's hot. She's funny. And I love that he puts her in, like, everything. Like, they are literally couple goals. He's vegan. I'm not vegan, but, like, I do admire people that are vegan, because that's hard, and they're really killing it for the environment. Actually, they're not killing it for the environment. They're doing their best. And yeah, I mean, he's a good person. And he makes super cool stuff, artistic stuff. I love artistic stuff. Like, all of my favorite creators, whether it's music or YouTube or movies or shows or whatever, is like, the more artistic it is, the more interested I am. Because if it's just like a bland, like, this clip goes here, this clip goes here, this clip goes here, like everyone else does it, I mean, sure, it might jump off on popular media, because if you do, like, it's almost like you can get a template of, like, this is what the mass media, the population, whatever, like. But I like the stuff where it's like, I want to do this because I think it's cool and it looks cool, and it's not going to be the most popular, but here, it's different. Like, that's what I'm here for. Even if it's not my favorite thing, I still appreciate, like, Lords of Salem, my least favorite movie of his movies, but I appreciate that he, like, just goes for it. He's like, yeah, the ending's crazy and wild, but that's what I'm fucking going for. Here you go. And I'm like, I enjoy it, and I'll watch all the craziness. I love it. Thank you for sharing. That's how I feel about it. I love Sherry. She's the best, dude. Maybe your coworker is just not used to being told he's appreciated. That could be true. He's a nice guy. I like him. Like, he's a nice kid. Just play generic Halloween music. Okay, that, oh yeah. I mean, that would literally go with the vibe. That's a good idea. Yeah, it is so visually stimulating. I guess for some people it could be overstimulating. That could definitely be a thing. I could definitely be, like, overstimulated by things, but usually not movies and TV. But, like, I love horror, obviously. I cannot do, like, a haunted attraction. And I say attraction separate from house, because, like, I'll go to a haunted house. Like, I'll go to a house that somebody, like, killed someone in or something. Like, if it's, like, haunted. But if it's, like, a haunted attraction, I cannot do it. I can't do it. It's just too much for me. I don't think that's where you were really going with that, but that's where my mind took it. Good evening, Uncle Strange. Love the name, and good evening. Hello. Thank you for joining. I am about to wrap up in about 2 minutes, so sorry that I'm about to wrap up in 2 minutes. My next lives, they'll definitely be longer. They'll be hella longer, hopefully. This was just, like, I literally just got off working 11 hours, got up late. Actually, my whole day was, like, running a little late, and I was like, oh my God, if I clock in late and have to stay late, and then I don't get home till late, like, I want to start the stream at 8. I think I was still a couple minutes short, but I was trying to get my stuff set up, and it was, like, nerve-wracking. I was, like, freaking out. I'm like, wait, I don't have this on. I don't have this on. Like, it's quite the production just for this. And you're like, just for this? Yeah, just for this. Because I watch other people's lives, and, like, I watch, like, some people's lives that are, like, really big YouTubers, like millions of subs. And I'm like, why doesn't mine look like theirs? And my husband's like, honey, they spend like $3,000 on equipment. You spent like $200. Well, I would say with all of this was probably $1,000, not including my camera. Well, and not including my laptop was like $300. But anyway, I digress. I'm not spending no thousands of dollars on a camera for me to talk bullshit about movies yet. Okay, let me read these. I'm sorry. Robin, Sherry, Moon are like Mila. You got to throw that name on there. We're going to say Mila. Y'all can read that. And Paul Anderson in terms of the husband putting their wives in their own, yes, projects. If I had a girlfriend or a wife, she would be the first put in my work. Exactly. And then it's also like, that's probably why they have such a good marriage. Like they are being creative together. Like they both have fun doing it. I'm sure, at least I hope they both have fun doing it. And it's like, it's not just his projects. Like it's their projects. They're just their goals. That's all I have to say. Plus it's not copyright. It's just Halloween sounds. Exactly. That's true. I'm happy to have caught you then, LOL. Yes, thank you for stopping by. Definitely check me out on the next one too. I don't know when the next live will be, but these are so easy to do that like I feel like I could do a couple a week. But you know me, sometimes I overestimate my quality and when I'm able to do things. So I hope so, but I'll let you guys know. It's the whole vibe. So yeah, just keep doing it. You're doing things your way. Yes, I hope they are having fun doing it. Winky face. I was like, yeah, me too. And then I was like, I got you. Hope they're having fun doing it. Anyway, what was I going to say? Oh, you said whole vibe. Yeah, just keep doing your thing. Yes, your way. And that's the thing too, is like, I feel like so many people that create anything, they get so stuck in this thing of like, oh, I have to do it like this person because they're really big, or I have to do like this person because they're really big. And it's like, you just do your own thing. Like, just do stuff. Like, honestly, if there's anything that you've had in the back of your mind, you're like, I really want to learn to play piano, or I want to make YouTube videos, or I want to get on TikTok, or I want to learn to ride a motorcycle. Like, just go do it. I mean, motorcycle might be a little bit harder because those things are expensive, but, save money. Go do it. It's like, I'm so glad I started this channel. I never thought it would be what it is. I mean, it's not like I'm like crazy, like famous or anything, but I'm doing these lives. I'm having fun. I've met literally the coolest people ever. Like, you guys are great. So many cool people over Twitter too. Like, the horror fam is strong in Twitter and I love it. I love talking about movies over there. I love all of it. Y'all are so nice. I mean, just go do it and be yourself. Being the most like authentic you is so liberating. Like, it really is. Like, I feel like forever, I always just kind of like wasn't being myself because I was afraid this person would judge me, or maybe like this was too weird, or they might think I'm weird, or they don't want to talk to me. Like, who cares? If someone doesn't want to talk to you, then they don't need to be talking to you. Like, just be yourself. I mean, be nice. Definitely be nice, but be yourself. And talk to people. That's something too. 2020 taught me that I actually like being around people. I know that's crazy and shocking, but it's true. Like, I am a very introverted person. Like, I like recharge when I'm like home by myself. But when what does this say? Only thing is a reflection of light on your glasses. If I could help that, like, I just can't. Like, there's just nothing I can do about that. It does upset me. But anyway, what I was saying. But yeah, I know. And I actually thought about they have these lights and they're like heart shaped, so at least it'd be like a heart on your glasses. And I wanted to buy that, but like I already have this and like it works, so I don't want to buy a second light. But anyway, it is really cute. But 2020 taught me, like, I didn't go anywhere, which was like fine with me because I don't go anywhere anyway. But then also I was working from home, and as much as I thought I would like that, like, I'm not against working from home, but it was different than I thought it would be because I didn't talk to anybody other than just like online or like a phone call. And it was so weird. And now I actually drive to a place to go to work, and I work at a different place because I quit that job. It was a whole thing. And I talk to all kinds of people every day. Not that we're like all having like super long conversations, but I've met some really cool people, really good friends, like some of my best friends now that we talk about everything. And I don't know, Love it. Like, just talk to people. I feel like I used to just be so sheltered and shy and quiet. And also, that might be an age thing. So I'm like 26, which not that I'm like old, but I'm just saying when you're like teens and young 20s, I feel like everyone's awkward and shy. But it's like, open up, be your best self. Some people are going to literally hate you, some people are going to love you, and then most people are just going to be like, you're cool. You know what I mean? It's like, not everyone needs to love you, not everyone needs to hate you. It just is what it is. If that even made sense. I don't know. Who's even here? There's still 6 people. I appreciate it. I just had to go on that tangent. Oh, I know. I don't know. I hope all of you guys are living your best life. And if you want to try something, go do it. Just do it. Who cares? My first videos, oh my God, my first YouTube videos are privated, if not deleted. They were terrible. They literally were an iPhone propped up on a stand with books behind it. I had absolutely no idea what I was talking about. Like, I literally had no not even structure. I don't have structure now, but I had no like goal to my channel, and I was just talking like about whatever I wanted and like my life, and then I would just post like, oh, my day. Like, it was just so stupid, but it got me into making videos, and then I privated those and then started doing horror content. And if you go back to like my first video that is listed for you actually to be able to watch, like, I had like this green wall behind me. It was like this green pale wall behind me that was in my basement, which I've since painted. And my quality is like not that great, and I'm just kind of like all over the place. Well, I'm all over the place now, but that's just me. I think I have ADHD. So if anyone's like, yeah, that makes sense. I feel like that's why I'm so all over the place. That one coworker still talking over your shoulder, repeating things already said. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sorry. I hope you had a phenomenal fun day today, Chelsie. You deserve all the happiness possible to do what you do best. I appreciate that so much, honestly. Today's been great. You guys have been so nice. At least you're sitting in one place. That's one thing. That's what a lot of people, that's like one reason a lot of people don't think they have ADHD, because they're like, if you have ADHD, you're hyperactive. But some people are also like, you can not have that and be hyper emotional, hyper, what is it? Like, where your brain is scattered. Like, I'm scatterbrained, very hyper emotional. I have all the other things. And even like as like a job, like I can sit and like watch movies, but then I'm like always on my phone. Like, I have to be doing other things, or like playing Animal Crossing or playing some kind of game, or I have to be doing other things. Like, I don't know. It's just a whole thing. That's a whole nother thing. Some coworker made you feel weird. Oh, it's okay. I am so glad you brought this up. So, yes, there was this person, they were being super weird, super sketchy, just like all up in my bubble. Like, they never touched me, but they were all up in my bubble. Did not appreciate it. And I said something to my manager, and they actually did something. I was very happy, very impressed with how everything went, because you hear so many times, like time and time again, creepy guy messing with girl, she tells somebody and they're like, we're friends with him, or we don't care, or you're being dramatic, yada yada yada. And I even was kind of like, I don't know if I'm being dramatic or what, but like, he's giving me bad vibes. And they actually went through and did like a whole thing, like he can't work by me, and I mean all these things. And I mean, I wasn't like, I was very like in the middle about it. I'm like, he gives me bad vibes, but he didn't do anything like quote unquote wrong. I'm like, I just don't want to work around him, because if I'm working around him, he comes and talks to me and is like weird around me. But as long as we're not working by each other, he will like not come by me, which is exactly what I want. I'm like, I just want to like have a separation of the situation. Thank you. And they've been literally the best about it. So I'm pretty sure that's what you're talking about. Yeah, weird coworkers are literally the worst. And if you feel uncomfortable, tell someone, because nowadays, especially, like, people are being held accountable and they will do something more than likely. And if they don't, honestly, take it to fucking Twitter. Take it to TikTok. It goes viral, and then the company is in shit water. And you might have to find a new job if you do that. But at least you can make awareness. So if it's happening to somebody else who's not speaking up, you can help them out. Oh, and funny thing, I need a drink. Funny thing, I work at a place with a lot of people who look like him. And as soon as I just gave the vaguest description, because I don't even know this person's name, I literally don't even know his name, but he just won't leave me alone. They knew who it was right away. And then today I learned that there may be, obviously they couldn't give me any kind of specifics, there may be other people that are filing similar complaints on the same person. Imagine that. I'm like, so what? So this person just can't work around like half the staff there? Not really half. I'm being dramatic, but I mean that's just crazy. So I'm sure, depending on like, there's like a whole case going on with it, like not like a crime case, but just like within the building and just like kind of like what's going on, who's saying what, like where, whatever. So we'll see what happens. I mean, I'm not saying he's fired or anything, but it is like he probably needs to move to a different department, but then he'll just do it there too. So maybe he doesn't need fired. I don't know. It's not my say. I gave my 2 cents. I told what happened. He's not working around me anymore, and that's all I care about. I mean, I care about the other people too. If something else were to happen, like I hope whoever it is, like they could come up to me if they needed to talk to me, and we will go to the HR together because that's the kind of person I am. Okay, you go to state. Oh, start. Sorry, I can't read. You got to start from somewhere from the bottom of YouTube. Yes, quality to the higher top of quality today. I was the same way with my YouTube channel 2 years ago and kept struggling with finding my content. Yes, I've made so many different kinds of videos, but that's what they say. They say just make stuff. I have made all kinds of videos. I was talking about just like myself and my life, and which I had like 2 subs, like nobody cared. And then I would like talk about movies sometimes. I would talk about makeup sometimes, and then I would talk about minimalism. And then I was like vegan for like a month, and I had like 2 videos about that. And I was like all in, like I'm gonna be a vegan. And I'm not a vegan now because it's really hard, especially when you live in freaking bumfucked Ohio. Like, sorry about it. And I don't cook. That's the thing too. I don't cook. But if you are vegan, that's awesome. I am proud of you. That's good. They actually cared. I know. I was actually surprised. And it wasn't just like the HR people, like even my manager cared. And it was a guy. And the whole time I was telling him what was going on, I like him a lot, actually. He's like one of my favorite managers in that like side of the building. And he was like, oh my God, that's so weird. He was like, ew. And I was like, right. I was like, I'm pretty sure this man doesn't call you cupcake. And he was like, no, he shouldn't be calling anybody cupcake because that's weird. And I'm like, exactly. Like, for real. Selfishly, I don't want you getting too big because then you won't see my comments during live streams, LOL. Well, lucky for you, I don't think I'll be getting that big, but, that would be really sad actually, because now that I'm thinking about it, like I watch streams and it's just like the comments like do, and eventually you have to become like a paid member or something so that you can actually like tip or something to leave like a comment, which really sucks. Like that's shitty. So, but you're good for now. I think I'll be fine for now. I said I was going to end this at an hour, and it's been like an hour and 12 minutes, but that's okay. I don't really care. I finally figured out the self-aware dark goth poetry was my thing. I love your poetry, dude. It's so cool. I love how you put that stuff together. To self-help my mental health, and that's what really matters. Mental health is so important. And then evolving my content to TikToks of my initials, I found to be extra self-therapeutic. I love that. No, we want you big. I appreciate that. I also would love to grow. Honestly, it's not even that I want to like grow my channel, like be like a mega star. I literally just want to make money from this. Like if this could be a full-time job, like that'd be awesome. If I could literally do makeup and talk shit about movies and people for money, like that's my dream job. That's what I should have said in high school. Like, what's your dream job? I just want to do makeup and talk shit for money. They're like, YouTuber, got it. Okay, great. Shaheem, that's so cool though. I love your stuff, and I love that you found the outlet. Like literally outlets are the best. That's what this was, and that's kind of why I got into my own head so much, because I'm like, oh, I have to upload these times, and I have to make this kind of content, and I have to do this and this and this, and it's like, oh my gosh, just literally be yourself and be engaging. Like that's literally be yourself, be engaging, and try to be entertaining. And I feel like I am personally entertaining. I feel like I'm naturally entertaining because I'm just kind of all over the place, and sometimes people think I'm funny. And maybe you're watching this and you're like, bitch, you're not entertaining. Like, move on. But sometimes I think I'm entertaining. I make myself laugh, so that's what really matters. But yeah, finding an outlet is like the thing. And then I do sometimes, like I find myself kind of straying away from why I'm doing YouTube, and I have to like bring myself back in mentally, and even sometimes journaling and like literally writing down like, why am I doing this? Like sometimes I'll just sit there and be like, why am I doing YouTube? Because I want a fun community. Like I want to have a fun time. Like life is short and this makes me happy, so I want to do this thing. Like if something makes you happy, fucking do it. Do it as much as you can, unless it's cocaine. Don't do as much as you can. But do things that you enjoy. I'd call you Two-Face, but it's just your hair, Ella. Oh my god, you would say that. I had a lady at work, which I liked her, it's fine. And she was like, she always called me multiple personalities or something like that. And she called me Two-Faced and something else, like split personalities. Yeah, she just called me split personalities all the time. I'm like, yeah, I was like, if it depends on how I feel. It's gonna be like, have you guys seen those octopus that are like popular on TikTok, whatever? And one side's like mad and you flip it and the other side's happy. I'm gonna like flip my hair over, like this is happy and this is sad. Or maybe this is happy and this is sad, because I actually like black more. So it just depends on how you look at it, honestly. And that's life. Depends on how you look at it. Okay, guys, I am running out of drinks. I'm running out of saliva because my throat is dry. I need another drink. My live's been going on for an hour and 15 minutes, so 15 minutes past what I said I was going to do. I need to go to bed because I need to get up and go work another 11-hour shift tomorrow. So, hey, split pea, like a pea, like peas. That was the last of it. I stuck to my own kind of self trend outlet because I didn't want to follow other trends of horror, ASMR, makeup tutorials. I wanted to try content no one on YouTube has done before. And like your stuff is really creative. When I first got on your channel, I was kind of like, what is this? Like I was intrigued. And I started going down through. I'm like, this is really cool. Like I was like, these are really cool. And I love seeing your stuff on Instagram too and TikTok. I love seeing your stuff. It looks good. Split personality. Oh, I'm dumb. That was the blonde side talking. And then I can blame it on that. I'm like, oh, sorry, I'm half blonde. My bad. Whoopsie. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to get off here. And also, if I'm able to, I have to figure this part out, but I'm going to, or maybe it posts automatically. I don't know. I'll see after the end of this. I'm going to post these on a playlist live. So if you ever can't make it to a live, I will have a playlist and it'll just be the live from it. And then I also think I might download these and do like shorts if there's like, I don't know, like a funny bit or something. I might do like a highlight or something. So we'll see about that. Well, that's forgivable. Hey, see, exactly. It's forgivable if I blame on the blonde side. Like it makes sense. All right. You guys have been awesome. Thank you so much, everybody that came and said hi or watched or liked or even liked and shared my post on Twitter. I really appreciate it. A lot of people liked it and shared it, and I always appreciate that so much. Because even just one share, like you could get that to one person that's like, oh, who is this? Like, oh, I like their channel. Like, oh, I like makeup and horror. Like, hello, welcome to the shit show that is my channel and my life. Thank you so much for your love and support. You're the best. You have a great night, Chelsea. Love you so much. Well, you're awesome always. You guys are the best. Like, y'all just hype me up. You guys make me feel so good about myself. I love it. I'm my best. I am my best self when I'm like right here reading your guys' comments, talking to you guys, and just in front of a camera, honestly. Katie Scott, good night. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Good night. Okay, now I really am leaving. I'm that person that's like, all right, I'm going to get out of here now. And then you spend 20 more minutes talking and like your parents and you're a kid and you're like, oh my God, get out of here. I want to go to bed. Anyway, all right, I'll see you guys in the next video, the next live. I'm not really sure when, but I will put on the channel a day or hours ahead of time before I go live so that you know. So I will see you then. Have a good night, Chels. It was fun. I really enjoyed your content. Thank you so much. I hope you guys like when I just kind of sit here and talk shit about stuff and things because I enjoy doing that, honestly. Fade to black. Like if my hair was fade to black, I've thought about that. There's a woman at work. She has black, like not just roots, but like down to like here, and then the rest of it is red, like blood red. It looks so cool, and the fade is like flawless. It looks so good. The more of you, the better. That's what I always say. You guys are the best. All right, I am really getting off here now. So I don't know how to end this. I think it's end stream. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Have the best night, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.